Welcome back. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Sri Lanka for a 3-day visit to improve bilateral ties and explore ways to bolster areas of energy, trade, connectivity, digitalisation and defence. He was welcomed with an unprecedented ceremonial guard of honour at the Independence Square in Colombo this morning. This welcome is symbolic of India's close ties with Sri Lanka. Apart from this, Prime Minister Modi was conferred the highest state honour of Sri Lanka, the Mithra Vibhushana. But that's not all. Following delegation-level talks with Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, 7 crucial MoUs were also inked. These cover interconnection of the India and Sri Lanka power grids, development of Trincomalee as an energy hub, defence, digitalisation, development of Sri Lankan Eastern Province and cooperation in the health sector as well. Now, out of these, we are going to, of course, be speaking in great detail about the first point, the interconnection of the India and Sri Lanka power grids. Now, this is a very ambitious project which has been contemplated since 1970. The project involves the construction of a high-voltage direct current connection between Madurai in southern India and Anuradhapura in central Sri Lanka through the Palk Strait. The link would measure 285 kilometers in length, including 50 kilometers of submarine cables, and would take more than 3 years to construct. It's slated to be implemented by the Power Grid Corporation of India Limited and Ceylon Electricity Board. India's grid is already connected to Bangladesh, Bhutan and Nepal. So this project will link Sri Lanka with the rest of the South Asian grid. The connection will be developed in 2 phases, of which the first phase is scheduled to complete in the near future. This would enable the transmission of 500 megawatts between the 2 countries. Meanwhile, the second phase would enable 1,000 megawatts transmission capacity, the target capacity. Joining us now live is Chandima Virakodi, Member of Parliament, Sri Lanka. He represents the Gal district from the United People's Freedom Alliance. Welcome. Thank you very much for being with us, Mr. Virakodi. How is this visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India being perceived there in Sri Lanka?
Well, I belong to SJB, the main opposition party in Sri Lanka, not UPFA anymore.
Okay, I'll just ask them to change that. Yes, we'll just ask them to change that. That you are not with that party anymore. You're now, of course, in the opposition. Let's please correct Mr. Virakodi's designation. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think it's we welcome Prime Minister Modi to Sri Lanka, and I think we will be able to strengthen ties between the 2 countries with the present government realizing the importance of India, because every time the previous governments attempted to strengthen India-Sri Lanka relationship, it is the present ruling party, JVP, that stood against it. So, but presently, they are moved to welcome Prime Minister Modi and agree to strengthen India-Sri Lanka relationship. I believe it's a positive signal towards development of our country and development of ties, strengthening of ties between the 2 countries.
Okay, I think we seem to be having some technical trouble with your connection. I'll come back to you. Ambassador Manju Seth, former diplomat, let me draw you in here. Ambassador Manju Seth, on this ambitious grid project, how do you see this convergence? Of course, there are a host of other issues as well of convergence, several key MoUs inked as well, but power cooperation being talked about and being planned very ambitiously.